Hello and welcome to HW News. In the Bihar Assembly election, which was considered as a test of NDA post the pandemic and that of Nitish Kumar even after 15 years of anti-incumbency, the latter clinched a slipping victory, thanks to his alliance partner BJP and its star pracharak PM Modi. The victory was delivered to NDA by the BJP by bagging 74 seats in the 243 seats assembly, which is the second largest party now. So definitely when the government is being formed, the big brother wants a big chunk of the portfolios. Nitish Kumar took oath of the office on Monday. Along with him, several other ministers of his cabinet also took the oath. If we look at the overall portfolio distribution, then BJP has edge over the JDU. BJP has got 21 departments to handle, whereas the JDU has got 20 departments. Now the point of this video goes beyond who received how many departments and who is big brother and young brother in the state of Bihar. It is not a secret anymore that this term will not be easy for Nitish Kumar, given the fact that Sushil Modi has been taken out of the state politics by the BJP, and on the other hand, there are two new deputies he will have to work with. Both of them, unlike Sushil Modi, are believed to be more loyal to the party interest. Well, while the portfolios have been distributed, it is imperative to see who got which ministry. But after the high-pitch election, how can portfolio distribution be away from any kind of controversies? We will talk about that in this video today. Remember, during the elections, how the JDU and the BJP leaders questioned the educational qualification of Tejasvi Yadav, who was the chief ministerial candidate of the Grand Alliance. How the JDU and BJP leaders pointed out that he has studied till 9th standard as against the educated and degree holder Nitish Kumar. And PM Modi's jibe calling Tejasvi a Jungle Raj ki Yuvraj. Well, the portfolio distribution of NDA in Bihar makes us want to ask this question to Chief Minister Nitish Kumar now. Let's first understand the portfolio distribution. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar himself will keep the Home Department, while his two deputies from the BJP, four-time Katihar MLA Tarkishore Prasad and four-time Betia MLA Renu Devi, have been given the charge of finance, urban development and Panchayati Raj, backward caste upliftment and industry portfolios respectively. Besides the Home Ministry, Nitish Kumar has also kept the General Administration and Vigilance portfolio to himself. But not only that, Tarkishore has even more on his platter. It includes commercial taxes, environment and forest, information and technology, disaster management department, etc. Now that is close to 6 portfolios to Tarkishore alone. Former Assembly Speaker Vijay Kumar Chaudhary of JDU has got the portfolios of rural engineering, rural development, water resources, parliamentary affairs and information and public relations. JDU leader Mewalal Chaudhary will be the new education minister and Sheila Kumari the transport minister. JDU's Bijendra Yadav was allocated energy, planning and food and consumer affairs portfolios. BJP's Mangal Pandey will return as health minister and will also head the art and culture department. Agriculture, cooperative and sugarcane will also be handled by BJP's Amarendra Pratap Singh, while the scheduled caste MLA from Rajanagar in Mithilanchal belt, Rampreet Paswan, will be the new public health engineering minister. Representing the upper caste in the cabinet, BJP's Jivesh Kumar will handle the tourism, mines and labour portfolios, and OBC leader from Muzaffarpur, Ram Surat Rai, will be the new revenue and law minister. VIP Chief Mukesh Sahni, who lost by a narrow margin from Simri Bakhtiarpur, will be in charge of animal husbandry and fisheries department. Now, as promised by the BJP earlier, he will be sent to the upper house in the state. Santosh Kumar Suman, who is the son of Hindustani Awam Morcha Chief Jitan Ram Manjhi, also got the minor irrigation and scheduled caste, scheduled tribe welfare portfolios. Now here is what is problematic about the portfolio allocation. The crime rate of the new cabinet is so high that as many as 8 of the 14 newly sworn in ministers in Bihar have criminal cases pending against them, and 6 of them have serious criminal cases declared against themselves. The Bihar Election Watch and Association for Democratic Reforms, the ADR, analyzed the self-sworn affidavits of 14 of the 15 ministers, including the Chief Minister himself, and they found that 8 of them, or 57% of the entire cabinet, have criminal cases pending against them. 6 ministers, or 43% of the 14 ministers whose records were analyzed, have declared serious criminal cases against themselves. As many as 4 of the 6 BJP ministers, or 67%, have declared criminal cases against themselves, and the charges against 2 of them are of a serious nature. Of the 6 ministers belonging to the JDU, 2 have declared criminal cases against themselves and both of them face very serious charges. Now we will talk about 3 ministers in the cabinet in particular. First is Tarkishore Prasad. The Deputy Chief Minister, hailing from the BJP, has got very important portfolios in the state cabinet, including the Finance and Disaster Management Department. Finance Ministry was earlier handled by Sushil Modi. As Finance Minister, he himself had questioned the central BJP government over delay in GST compensation. The other ministry is Disaster Management. We are all aware how the floods ravage Bihar every year. This year also saw a flood havoc in the state. Tarkishore Prasad, who has been given these ministries along with 4 others, despite being the first-time minister, he has been given portfolio like finance. And what is his qualification? 12th pass. Let's talk about the second minister, that is Mewalal Chaudhary. Mewalal Chaudhary and controversy is not a new combination in itself. He became JDU MLA in 2015. Before that, he was working as a professor. It is said that when he was the Vice Chancellor of the Sabor Agricultural University, there was a recruitment of assistant professors and junior scientists. It is said that the appointment was completely rigged. In the appointment of assistant professors, another post in Sabor Agricultural University, the then Vice Chancellor Mewalal Chaudhary was accused of giving jobs to 18 in the state of Bihar and 87 in other states. A case of recruitment scam at the Agricultural University was also registered in the Sabor police station in 2017. However, he got anticipatory bail from the court in this case, and till now a charge sheet has not been filed against him in the court. Now, Mewalal, who is accused of recruitment scam, is the Education Minister of Bihar. Let's talk about the third minister, which is Jivesh Kumar Mishra. Now, Jivesh Kumar Mishra was accused of flouting the norms during COVID-19 lockdown in the state. The CPI-ML has accused that he came directly to Darbhanga from Delhi and he was roaming in his constituency when COVID was spreading in Bihar. Generally, the common man, the migrant workers had to go through intensive isolation procedures, but here, Jivesh Mishra was accused of flouting these very rules and no action was taken against him. In the new Nitish cabinet, he has been given the charge of tourism, labor and mining ministry. Now, isn't it a bit problematic that an MLA who is first-time minister has got the charge of as many as 6 ministries, including finance and disaster management? Did he have the qualification for the same? A minister who was accused in the recruitment scam at the university has been given education department, and a minister who was accused of flouting COVID-19 rules has been given tourism ministry. Isn't it an irony in itself? Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.